Hey, nee, maar nee, Jim. Die guy zegt dat verder wil doen, dat ik een kutje van je moeder en zo.
Bakken zouden. Krijgster komen opslaan, hè? Bakken niet uit.
Doe maar normaal.
Bakken zouden.
Ja, van hem. Maar kan ik ook kijken via Twitch op Fortnite account?
Bro, wat doet deze guy, man?
Ja. Hij moet al... Oh. Alleen maar bro, ik ben helemaal... Ja, die guy heeft bijna weinig kogels, zie die guy.
Die heeft niks, man.
Hij heeft alleszins beter dan Benji Fishy de punten. Ha. Hey, 100 die Savage is juist dood gegaan.
Oh ja, nee, die guy.
Hij staat sowieso boven Benji, man.
Hey Jim, aan het genieten.
Wat?
Aan het genieten. Hey, die ene gast heeft wel 6 launchpads, dus...
Waar heb je dat duintje wel van?
Dat is Battle Pass.
Goed.
Oeh, nee, hij is al hit. Denken jullie dat PC is?
Wat dan?
Die ene gast hier die aan het watchen zijn? Ik
Ja.
denk het eerlijk gezegd niet.
Je heeft de kill.
Lekker! Hij heeft de kill!
Je heeft de kill, je heeft de kill.
Ja, nee, het is PC, het is PC, het is PC.
Oh, je
Hij is dood!
Wel goed
Game
gespeeld, man.
2, het is game 2 van de 6.
Ik weet niet of dat je het door hebt, maar mijn graas is er ook in.
Oh, moro, maar ik zie dat nu. Is het niet via je gsm te kijken?
Ja, mijn graas is denk ik de viewport
Hey,
in
maar
of zo.
kijk je naar Fortnite account via Twitch?
Nee.
Ik doe dat altijd.
Mograal zit hij erin!
Wat is Fortnite? Heeft dat ook Fortnite? Gewoon Fortnite.
Ja, gewoon Fortnite op Twitch en dan tonen ze alle naampjes en dan dat je nu ziet dat als herrie.
Fortnite is
Zit
live.
mograal erin!
Zie je niet? Zie je niet die guy? Kijk nu naar Fortnite.
Maar die scherm is veel rapper dan wij kijken.
Ja, maar kijk je nu naar Gold Ananas via Fortnite op Twitch?
Ja, ik kijk gewoon naar Fortnite zelf. Ik ga wat geluid
Ja.
opzetten zodat je het kunt
Hey,
horen.
die guy heeft 2 chip-challenge!
Wat?
En hij heeft 6 pets!
Nee, hij heeft 1 chuck cannon.
Ja, ik weet.
Er is iemand in mijn chat, man. Elias, kijk naar mijn livestream.
I like what this new kind of technique, this meta is, of people building out of woods early on their rotations or protection. I know this is not an in-game yet, but look moving forward. You're expecting a lot of our players
Oh,
to
man.
go through star types.
Morgen is de giveaway, toch?
Is dat morgen?
Nee,
Ja.
nee. Pak over 2 dagen.
Is hij mee in mijn chat? Ja, kom in mee.
Het is vandaag dat die dansjes in de shop. En wij willen dat ook nog hebben, dus... Ja, energy van de fishing, energy van de fishing.
Maar hij heeft maar 3 punten en hij staat zwaar achter op de laatste persoon, hè. Wacht, Emin hoort jij deze streamgeluid goed?
En mijn die zegt, oh oké.
Mr. J, the third place team, third place player
niet
going
goed,
down in the
maar ja,
feed.
die
So
toch,
first
ja,
and
en-
third
maar
are
waarom niet hem
gone.
lachen
Fast
dan?
Roki, I believe, is the no, he's gone as well. So our top 3 is gone. That's how quick it can happen, folks. Now we go here to the fan favorites. Benji Fishy rocking the Lachlan outfit here, looking really good. Went down super early in match 1.
Sancho, I'm running out of pages on the script here, right? Like, I got the fill in the blank on my let me write SETI up. Like, I got some 6 stories for Fast Roki. Okay, he's gone. Noah Riley, still alive. Deal.
And gone.
Oh,
And
actually
gone.
takes him out. No way. SETI is here, though, and Drena actually picking apart the Sictos. So, lots of things happening on the edge side, somewhere towards the middle of zone. We saw Drena with that quick, fast first rotation. And Osto, you're talking about VR, Sancho. He has another max zone to conquer. Has to use at least one of
Hey,
these
boys,
launch
je
pads
kunt
here,
op
but
focus
this man
klikken.
cannot catch a break.
This is where you see the real
Well,
test of
focus.
skill when it comes to rotation
Oh,
as
good
a solo.
control.
Yes, you can use a launch pad, but you could use a community pad,
That's better.
what the people in the Fortnite world like to call it. You can recycle a pad. I drop picks and elimination here, but you have to be careful here because some people like to bait a community pad and wait and just pop out of a cone and eliminate you while you're invulnerable in a glider state here as well, gliding through the air, and it's not as free anymore. A lot of our Fortnite pros have the beans to send you out of the competition.
Dat is wel beter. Hey, en we hebben er ook niet kunnen droog staan gehoord dat we die focus.
You know, when they came to us and like, hey, Shai, you got any predictions? And we're like, yeah, we got predictions, but I mean, come on, it's solos, it's chaotic, it's madness.
Ja, we gaan nog geen en de half potje arena.
Nee, maar bedoel, ik kan het helemaal uitkijken.
Wil je geen arena doe ik hier?
Ik zie Benji Fischer zitten helemaal omdaan. What the fuck, al die mensen die elkaar...
Is er meer nog in mijn chat, Elias? Kijk, kijk.
Ja. Ja, ik hoor het goed.
Thomas HD finds a spot about 2 other people and becomes the landlord here. 155 medal though. I mean, he has struggled.
Emine is akkoord voor dit kijken, of niet?
Everything now. And he's gonna have to force himself into a box once again, risk his life to see this end game.
Hey, Husky.
Picks up Chapix in the
Heel die mensen daar bij elkaar zitten.
Wat is dit?
Where he just
Oh,
clutches.
dat is niet normaal.
Now he's going to be out for the hunt to find someone going his way. If it is an edit down below or a cone, that is what's going to take.
Elias, wordt gedaan goed?
As he's the bush strat, he's chilling in the bush, vibing out. And Don Reese's favorite right now, looking solid with the chug cannon and the peppers and some launch pads. I'm just concerned for the great tack. It's just not going to be enough of those 50-50s.
I'm seeing Benji fishing at an end game though, and I'm seeing a few mountains on the left and right. Some woods as well coming up soon. This is where this man ends up popping off so hard. So we'll see exactly how he can roll in. It's one of the best loadouts we're looking at as well. He's got the launches and he's ready to go.
Oh, yo, zo wel
Die
lunch
komen ze weer terug. Oké, Emine is goed.
0 points. You're seeing that he was able to get his first points of the tournament here with 5.
Finds a community pad. This is huge for him to use. And while
Wat
everyone
doet Benji Fischer? Die guy gaat volop voor de push aan. Zie hem.
Benji up top, Floki, wait, he actually touched down first. He's going to be right above them as he starts his game. His landing has to be perfect, and he finds this box for him so far. He's turning on the gas, going in for the hook shot on the right side. On the top right of your screen, you can see Benji's POV as how he moves. Thomas H. He's desperate though. If I got other Elim right below him, that's huge. Doesn't though. He has 2 left, and he's facing a ton of bullets. Gets focused out.
Bro, die ene guy moet met scherm gaan, man. Lekker.
Looking for position.
Ja, moet je helemaal van boven op die rot zetten. Naar die...
The Frenchman Nate takes out Thomas HD. Now we're on to the English Lord here of Benji with 1 elimination here.
Dit is de guy voor mijn scherm, man.
Yes, and he
Kom naar achter, kom
Ja,
naar
kom maar
achter.
de
Ik heb hem
stream,
mee.
boys.
get a refresh
Ik
here.
er achter mee.
Bro, is die guy Elias Duke, die guy van mijn scherm, man. Die is fokskin.
It is all eyes on Benji and a power position to close
Hé,
out.
je moet er meekomen. Zet nou die hoofd niet eens voor die dingen. Achter u.
Elias gaat nu naar achter, want ik kop op.
Ja, moet je zo zetten op je stoelje, dan zie je hoofd niet en dan... Moet op je stoel zetten en dan moet je focussen. Kom Jim, kom naar hier. Ja, zet je op je stoel. Elias, zet je op je stoel.
Maar
Ja,
is dat-
Benji heeft de kill.
Is dat ook groot of niet?
Ja, het wordt toch wel, ja. Maar je ziet niemand zijn hoofd in doen. Je ziet één hoofd.
Die guy op high is stack, man. Ik zei, guy op high is stack. 2 mensen in de stream. Welkom bij de stream, guys.
Benji als wij zo... Benji die is echt goed aan het spelen. Maar nee, stop maar op dat scherm te smeten. Wat doe je al?
Ik zie alleen maar oranje vlekken, man. Elias gaat voor mijn scherm niet zo bij. Ja, Elias, ga weg, man. Ik zweer het, ga weg. Of ik stik je.
Wil tegen iemand anders.
Elias, ga weg. Elias doet expres. Ik wil pikken, Elias. Elias doet expres mijn scherm niet.
Maar ik probeer iets. Ik probeer dat bankje op te krijgen terug.
Dat zit. Dat zit eindelijk. Wanneer is die giveaway? Nu, dat gaat binnen 2 dagen, man. Want we moeten speciaal van Elias, ga weg. Bro, Elias, ga weg van mijn scherm, man.
Maar nu zit het toch goed?
Ah, ik zit vast in dat replay, man. Ik zit vast in dit scherm. Jij zit in mijn scherm, Elias.
Ja, ja, ik ga er al uit.
And now we're seeing how T got to that second place finish. It is Tayson, the FNCS sole champion,
is die bal, zit er een bal in, ga ik eten. Ah nee.
Left and right, we're looking for those crazy boss fights. Thomas HP desperate here and there. Flick too, I mean, this man somehow survived longer than he needed to. Got that free elim. I mean, you gifted it to him, right? And then after that, you know, got instantly taken out. That was also one of those games, right, where we saw brothers take out brothers. Fleck and Diablo in the beginning, Zombie, where you actually also taking shots at each other. It feels like, Sancho, if you blinked, if you left one side of your box unattained to, you got shot.
Yes, someone is going to get you there, but we definitely have to take it to the analyst desk.
Die guys verdienen denk ik bijna veel aan.
To break down match 2.
Tayson, Levin, Tayson, baby. You know, you can never count this man out. He's always lurking in the shadows, okay? He's always there.
Look, you know, I have my script for how today is going to play out. So after game 1, I was sort of looking at my script thinking, hold on a minute, what's going on here? Like, you know, things are going off the rails a bit. But now we're back on script. We have Tayson winning the game. And, you know, before we get on to Tayson, because there's plenty to say about Tayson, props to Teak. Look, Teak is a phenomenal solo player. Teak has dominated solo competitions in the past. You know, I renamed DreamHack because
Wie staat er eerste? Voor de?
Solo winnen, zware punten man, als dat zwaar is. Man. Hij heeft nog geen victory, besef, hij heeft nog geen victory gehad.
Hoe noemt hij een bal nu? Kakken. Hey, Benji staat niet in tiende. Hij mocht het staan 18e met de keten. What the fuck?
16 punten, maar ze staan ver van de eerste plek. Hè. Kijk waar dat die gast naar boven staan, what the heck, jeez.
Yeah, I think anyone who's been watching last season knows how good of a player Vino is generally. You know, if you've been watching in trios and any of the solo cash clips in particular, you've been noticing his name popping up frequently in the leaderboards. And I'm not surprised to see him first after those 2 games at all, to be honest.
Really, obviously wasn't able to play in the FNCS finals. Missed out there, but now getting a chance to.
Maar alleen ga ik er niet voor mee als dan kutleen.
Toen zei kutkinders niet, dat zei er ook zo voor mij, man.
You know, he did get himself into a bit of trouble there with Mats, and that does often happen, right? You do see a lot of these players who
Benji werd zwaar gehit, man.
best rotation or the best loot paths and you know material paths available to them.
Ik wil een potje spelen, maar wil ik niet.
Ik weet ook niet, man. Ja, want dan gaat druk weer beginnen. Nu doen ze gewoon de replay, snap je?
Heb je nog wat kijken naar dat, hè? Ik ga naar lobby aan.
Is goed.
Ga je nog Arena spelen vanavond, maar
Ja.
I mean, I think for Tayson in that particular situation, it's like you get that end game refresh where you need it. You've managed to get yourself tons of materials. Benji at that moment was running low, so he dropped down, and that was a perfect moment for Tayson just to take high. And with those extra materials, you know, you saw Teak scrambling for it on the low ground, right? He was looking for it. He was trying to do whatever he could on the low ground, but Tayson was chilling out. He was relaxed. He had the mats. He knew he had the HP advantage too with the chug cannon, so he played it slow, cool, calm, and collected. And I went back earlier today and watched his 12 elimination victory royale from the solo.
Hey, die bal staat 77ste.
Want dan die krijgt geld, hè.
Ja, ik kreeg nog altijd geld, dus what the fuck. Dus ik echt wel veel, hè, gast. Savage to run
history, to be honest with you, nothing. So I'm trying to wonder, after that victory royale, what was his reaction?
Well, look, the big thing for me, right, in sort of the final moments of that game is just going to be sort of looking at, you know, height, right? He obviously wins that game from above, and just before that, we saw Benji actually take height for a moment. You know, these final stages, who's the last person to take height? You know, you don't want to take it too early. You know, first move, if you take it, pretty useless at that stage, right? You want to try to take it as late as possible. And some of these height takes aren't even that complicated. Like when Benji took it, he just looked up, realized.
Dan ga ik een potje uit nog kunnen.
So how does that sort of play out? We'll see. Still a couple games left.
Bro, and I don't know how it's happening, but Janus is always in that high ground position right there toward the end, and then he just drops it. So, and again, this is just the first 2 games, you know, anything can still happen. But with all that being said, we're going back into the action. Shy Wager, Sancho S, back over you, boys.
Action's too hot. There's just too much action right now, and it's all with these players who are the rising up and comers, those legends, the veterans. They're having trouble right now.
Derde plaats, hè? 100.000 euro.
Showing you the talent of all of the players in the EA region. It keeps getting deeper and deeper with every passing FNCS season, and stars that are really great. We're seeing the flashes of brilliance, just like with Benji able just to have a pop off. We're seeing, you know, Thomas HD having those flashes of brilliance. But it's the new stars that are shining a little bit brighter here today. Stars like Vino, which is, like I mentioned during match 1, a dark horse who has the ability to rack up wins.
Godverdomme, jongen. Kutkinders, jongen. Echt waar. G, Elias G, ga weg, man. Ik ga meer op die steen zetten, man, want die kutkinders hier... Bro, ga weg, man.
If you're looking at all the past match histories of the solos of people winning, you see a lot of just like, early...
Elias, doe normaal. Ik mute u, gast. Ik ben het echt beu, jongen.
That is what we're looking for. Who's going to have the next pop-off game? Who is going to be able to shine bright on the biggest stage here on Fortnite in the main channel everywhere? Thank you so much for joining us. And yo, Party Royale, throw a tomato at that, you know, at Shy's face next time.
Yeah, my face is very tomatoable, but what's not a joke right now is the off-spawn watching in these games. Game number 3, the best one to watch for you and me, except for that final one that comes in on the day. This is where we see most of the changes. This is where we see desperate people actually making their move, their chance. All the way in Caddy corner. He's already starting off with a fight. Actually, the first shot has been ringed through the entire Fortnite Battle Royale island. Looks like Zyko has a few shields to pop. He's gonna break that floor. No match for him to hold. Genius here from Snazy. He's almost out of ammunition, though. He has to make sure these final shots, they hit their target.
He has to close this out quickly because who knows what Zyko has in his inventory. He's gonna go on in. Ooh, that's not a sound you want to hear if you're Snazy. That is the sound of an SMG, and that's and out of this engagement here. But match 3 is about the halfway point. You're right, Shayo. People make those changes. You see Vino picking up Asterios quickly in the feed. So Vino not changing the formula, sticking to it. Actually, he's adding a little bit more gas to it.
What a noob.
Price. Leader right now in the All-Star solos, 53 points in total after that elimination. Snazy could have a chance to clap back right there, but unfortunately is not
Prijs kun je het beter, ja?
Elam and get Caddy for free.
Prijs kun je het beter, man.
Benji, meanwhile, and then forward near the dish, she's looking to see exactly what he can take out over here.
Laserbos die je zegt heeft gewoon letterlijk geen dingen, geen
everyone's really neck and neck on show. This next game, we could have completely different names on the top of the board.
Prijs doe jij ook mee met de giveaway. Voor 2 dagen. Jim, wil jij dat bandje echt?
Nee, maakt niet uit. Nee, maakt niet uit. Het gaat wel terugkomen in de shop zeker.
Nee, weet je wat ik ga vragen? Een 10 euro kaartje.
Kunnen we doen, hè.
Oh, maar 10.
Endurance is one of the biggest things inside this competition.
Weet je wat we gaan doen?
You're right, it's not only surrounding end games, but multiple.
Nu gaat er morgen meedoen met een giveaway anders.
Nee, ik weet niet.
Because that pressure, the sweat, it builds up over and over. Benji, he's used to the long form games. He's used to these drawn out 12 game tournaments, but this is just a 6er for now. Just 6 matches we're watching on the day.
Oh my goodness, Pink coming in, the shot just missed for Benji, but I've been in these kind of fights here down at the Defiant Dish, and it could take a long time, but it looks like Pink is about to end.
Ja, en Benji gaat dood, Benji gaat dood.
Hela, stop mij roepen.
Ik ben hier terug, gast. Eeuw.
Ja, gewoon niet met beeldscherm zitten.
Ja, ik ga naast u zitten.
Nee, je moet echt helemaal van boven zitten, oké. Dat is weer meer.
Bro, maar wat doen die guys in dat hij springen, man?
Bandies right there as Mappy picks up Janice. Wow, Mappy has had 2 games where he's taken out big names in this All-Star Showdown solo.
I don't know what Mappy's doing, but we gotta watch some perspective of that.
Ik denk dat dat echt gewoon een pro is, die user Jim. Maar ik denk dat hij gewoon heel veel zit te stream snipen, de pro's.
Wie?
Die ene gast hier. User 5. 7-5.
Waar zou je game verneuken, bro? Elke punt kan je 1000 euro opleveren, dus ik weet niet waar je andere games aan kreeg, man.
Maar nee, ik bedoel, hij weet gewoon zeker dat hij goed genoeg is en dat hij hun strength zal van buiten kennen. Hij zit daar gewoon nu expres te doen, hè. Hij zit je gewoon heel goed te stream snipen. Want Benji is live en de vorige die hij heeft uitgeschakeld waren ook allemaal live. En niemand weet wie die gast is, hè. Die user.
Maar hij is wel goed, man.
Ik weet, als we met een goed trio waren, ik denk dat we hem nog kunnen uitmoorden, maar...
Ik denk Price, Louis en Scully tezamen dat ze nog kunnen pakken. Ja, Benji doet. Bro, ze zijn weer van die verf te schieten. Domme kinders.
Wie de fuck zit
die guy Benji gekillt?
Nee,
hoe heeft Benji gekillt?
Echt nee, hè, Benji is nog niet gekillt.
Jawel, Benji is dood.
Door Oogwee. Wel, door Oogwee. Kijk naar zijn stream. Ja, door Oogwee, kijk naar zijn stream.
Ah nee, Benji leeft nog. Benji zit daar toch?
Benji is echt niet dood, hè.
Wanneer hij is nog aan het streamen en hij is nog leven.
Maar what the fuck zeggen jullie?
Bro, nee, dat was dezelfde skin dan Benji, want Benji was dezelfde skin.
Nee, weet je wie is dood gegaan?
De user.
Ja, de user, die fishstick is dood gegaan.
Maar daar kwam Benji zijn naam boven zijn stream. Bro, stop met schieten, man, flikkers.
Maar die paarse verf die valt hard op. Echt waar, Fortnite moet die guns hier uithalen.
Going down, one of the last survivors from game number 2. I think he became almost close to the top 5. Once again, we get hard stuck on 90 players alive.
89 Peach.
A very tricky zone.
Ik denk dat die guys in dat beeld dan de echte guys in die lucht.
You're the biggest believer on the beach.
Hey Jim.
Die zijn echt zo klein hè, tegenover dat scherm.
Die opeens is sneeuwman daardoor. Hey Jim.
Ja.
Ga ik gaan neerzitten, uw kop zit in mijn beeld.
Ik zit neer, jongen.
Die guy heeft nog 0 punten.
Wat is dit?
Nee, dat is een guy. Kijk, die guy heeft nog 0 punten. Dit is een guy met 0 punten. Kijk.
Bro, één als je uit mijn fucking beeldscherm doet, dan kik aan mij, ik zweer het, bro, als je dat bent te doen.
Sorry, ik probeer een...
Nee, je moet niet expres, je weet dat ik daar zit.
Ik vind die... Jim, ik heb al zo maar een paar dansjes tussen mijn emotes staan.
Ja, ik heb dat ook altijd. Kijk die guy daar op top, kijk die guy daar op top, die sneeuwman. Is daar zo'n guy op top te zitten, dans, kijk, je ziet zijn kopperboom.
Hey, bro, er zit een guy in Sweetie met 0 punten.
Elias, oké, daar moet je zitten. Elias, bro, doe normaal, ik zweer, je bent mij aan.
Maar ja, ik heb dat dansje niet staan.
Ja, gaat dat niet met fucking wegzitten, man.
Wacht, ik heb dat dansje, ik ga lieven.
Ja, recht in mijn scherm liefst hier, klein.
Revolted right there. This guy insta-fished the flopper like that was insane.
Hey Jim.
Boxed him up, made him look like he's never touched the keyboard before.
Bro, ik mute als je van die shit bent te doen.
Los in de poep. It's the rig that's boom boom boom. It's the...
Another one of those big names that went down early here. Now Trulix and Stompy here in an engagement.
Oh,
one grid separating them. Stompy using the power of his pickaxe to hack his way through. Trulix, the defending FNCS Trio champion, responds. Stompy gonna go for a layer switch to get up a little bit higher here. No other eyes in this engagement here, and Trulix is still being a little bit of a
Snap jij nou dat hij aan zoveel launchpads komt?
Nee.
Ik denk dat hij totaal maar 1 launchpad heeft of zo.
Now this is silly. Look at the zone. What a man's doing.
I know you gotta go. It's time to go. It's time to
Take
go.
shots at each other as you guys are moving towards that safe zone right now. This fight, I mean, I guess Trulix might have medkits here or there. That's true. That's true.
Hey man, gentleman's agreement. I'm gonna disengage. We can keep shooting each other, but We all know
It's not even that. It's like you can still get aggressive.
Yeah,
and then
Brato.
not grief your entire game though, right? Like right now, it's gonna be very tricky for Stompy. Maybe Traverse actually
Bratling.
has those white heels and he's feeling confident. It's not even about the disengagement.
Die guy heeft geen white heels, hè. Dus als hij er nog lang blijft vechten, is dat weer dit.
Grief vibes for Vorciar continue as he gets taken out by Red Rush. Still with 0 points in this competition.
Ik moet gewoon Jolo aan zijn hoofd aan moet gaan. Nee.
I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Jules is gone. He's like, yeah, I was watching, I was waiting. I guess you guys are gonna do some weird stuff here in the zone.
Hey, Jules, dat is Jules. Beginners, Jules die bal.
And Stompy, they're just calling it a complete impact.
Ga uit mijn fucking scherm hier, Las, man. Fucking goed.
Why he is allowing this? He can easily disengage and keep making boxes, base up, and then shoot. He can do exactly what he's doing now and not take zone damage, but it's personal, it looks like, for these guys.
Yes.
Stompy on a timer, on a clock. He's gonna have to go straight over to Trulex. Trulex kind of baiting him. He might be the one to actually force this fight, move to zone early, maybe take that car at the bottom, and trick Stompy into the storm. I'm sure that's
Yeah,
thinking about what the entire plan is here. That could be it. Stompy though, no white heels.
Jim,
He's gonna have to find a campfire maybe.
Ja, daarboven.
A lot to use, but
Ja,
he's
moet
straight
dat
to
vragen.
choose.
Now Stompy.
Hey, Jules, come on, Jules.
Seeing the pad being used, decisive.
Jules een bal
chase
heeft,
after
vent.
here. Jules
Potverdomme.
may have a free elim if he wants it. He understands that there's definitely 2 people behind him. Didn't see anyone in the elim feed. And like I mentioned, Jewel is a rising star in the EU region.
Jullie blijf gewoon stilstaan, man.
Some of the titans of the EU, like Andalex, took out a couple of names here today. Vidil, 12 points. It's one of those things that, you know, Noah Riley, Vidil, and Reason are having those kind of days where they're popping off. This is 41st place right now coming into this game. They're having those, you know, they're getting those fights, they're getting those...
Ga mijn fucking beeldscherm,
right
man.
now, what I want to see is I want to see the Vidil, Reason, Noah Riley that, you know, slowed down in day 2 of the FNCS where they played for placement, where they got in those positions early, but maybe as a solo you don't have that, you know, the communication.
Shit, loot, man.
You keep you easy.
Maar dat kan niet, want kijk, iedereen, als je iedereen spectate, hebben ze zo gezegd 6 launchpads, maar dat kan niet.
Yeah, maybe got a freebie off spawn and got to survive over at the dish, but he's been here for a while.
Jim, we moeten hem mute.
Now he has to move out, but once again, he almost got so low. I don't even know what happened all the way at the back there.
Dan moet het in of hij
and he's kind of looking at shambles overall for loadout.
Yeah, just above Storm Surge, and I gotta say, these new vehicles right here are by far my favorite. So they're gonna give him. He's still gonna be able to move really fast over the grass here. He doesn't have to rely on the roads to take him into safety. But so far, that his entire ride, the rest of today's match is gonna be really rough. But if he could find that refresher that we know that he can do, he's gonna look solid here. Thomas HG was able to get some nice refreshers while we were watching his POV, armed with a sniper. This man was carrying a gold legendary sniper in game, so it's just showing you how confident he is with it. One of the best snipers in the world. Let's see if he's able to give us one. That's all we want today. Let's just give us one. Nice sniper.
Just one.
Just one.
60 below for Voltix. I mean,
nee, die bal heeft Beginners duo.
It might be Kaiser who's the target of that energy.
Wie?
Die bal heeft Beginners duo of zo.
On the south side of this bridge, moving across it takes so much utility. It takes so much time.
Nee, stom man.
Afford that really when you know you have a choice, yes or no. Now if the zone moves past that bridge, everyone will be forced to. They'll have to expend. But for now, oh, it's a.
Bro, iemand smeert tomaten, man.
Hey, die staat eerste solo Vino.
Right now on the board, here Savage picks up DKS. Vino came in 5th in 4th place. 6 elims total respectively. Now has another possible victim in his way here. This is gonna. Actually, this is Shadow and Red Rush. Mappy takes out Seahorse. Shadow here. This must be an engagement that's going along because Shadow actually popped a mini here. It's 200 HP versus 150. This is still an action here happening in Believer Beach. This is Storm Surge affecting this fight here.
It's going to be active here in just a moment. Shadow, 5 below, really needs to land the shot. He's already missed the first teak going down. Queasy eliminated. Mr. J. Traffic jam. Closer's gone 2, 149 damage. Oh my goodness, and that's way more than enough to shoot Shadow all the way up the rankings for Surge. Did it cost him too much? I don't see a fishing rod, so can't even get any fish outside Believer Beach right now to kind of level up that white HP. He'll pop the hot flopper to make sure he has a little bit of HP to move and some speed. Has to find some medkit advantages somewhere. They're always up around, not the priority target for people to pick up off of spawn. Meanwhile, other side, Shizo, game 1 winner, 45 points, second place right now, Sancho. He's also just moving for free, it looks like.
Yeah, he's moving for free now, but in the previous match, he got taken down around this time as we saw him defeat Hen and Anas going down. The Guild boys going down early in this game. Shizo, I think he's just trying to cause a big explosion and hopefully he could catch Raxo here. There he is. He goes for the flank around. I love the creativity here in this engagement for Shizo. And yes, gets a tag right there. Shizo is going to have an opportunity to get some eliminations here, but the fire is so strong. You got to be careful. Those are being nasty.
Never do chicken see very good.
Cool down with the chug cannon, and Raxo gets taken out, but I'm not quite sure Shizo is credited that elimination. As here comes Tayson, the game 2 winner and the solo former champion, gonna look for scraps here and maybe pick up a third-party elimination.
I think the goal here for Shizo was to look for some type of pressure to get Raxo all the way off of his big tower, because a lot of those guys sometimes might be down on Surge. He did get credited for the elim. Unfortunately, wasted a mini as well because the Siphon came in, put him above 150 HP, and he popped one, and he was trying to right before.
Die guy staat eerste, nee derde, maar heeft gewonnen.
Lots of launch passes, a lot off of Raxo's body. He was just right there. Looks like he finds all the goodies from that elim. Vortex though.
Die guy heeft alles max van mets, man.
The most eliminations, right?
Je moet hem mute hem anders, Jim.
This is a very different finals though, right? There was no open big qualifying overtime system rolling in. This is
moet nog een keer zeggen dat je moet hem mute.
Stars, the best from trios coming through. It's very different vibes.
Alsjeblieft, zegt hij.
Might not even be the best solo players.
Bro, die genoeg kansen gehad, man. Ik laat hem gewoon mute.
It switches up the way that Tayson has to basically go for every single situation.
Wat ben je?
Kaiser picking up Benji fishing feet at the same
hey,
time.
Benji is eraan!
Is hem dood?
Ja, het stond van rechts van boven en het rood dat hij eraan was.
Lekker. Man is Janet. Ja, dat scherm mijn fucking scherm, jongen.
Ja, je muten, Jim. Luister maar heen. Luister maar heen.
It does well in solos, and it just hasn't happened here today from him. I thought this guy coming all the way from the north side with all those fishing spots available to him would have some ability to have at least some floppers, but it looks like there's no fishing there. They all went dry. There's no spots, but he does find himself with a very powerful purple pump shotgun.
Yeah, low tide it looks like, and he's actually going to be out of options in this end game. Purple shotguns are huge, right, Sancho? Even purple tax or whatever you want to be rolling in with. You need AR though. It's just some ammo. Not even like a blue, green, or purple, gold one. If you just have a gray AR and lots of ammo as well, it can help you out rolling in with the game. The biggest issue though, right, whether they're in the loophole or not, if you don't have that ammunition to use, if you have the best shotgun in the game, but you can't actually affect people in the way they're moving.
Bro, wie is met erin te tomaten bij man? Fucking flickers.
All competitors are making a move, and my point is Deceptos came in second place in that same season that Tayson was the champion, so that's what I'm saying. Like, he is supposed to do well. Like, he's one of those ones on paper that would have a top 15 finish, but so far on the bottom of the board here, Wakey with 16 points total. Wakey looking solid, having one elimination. Wakey coming in 39 points into this match here. Kiku picking up Mosh in the feed. And we're taking a look here. Wakey only has a short rotation to make his way in. Has Mayhem in front of him. Seeing who has the advantage here. Gray has a nice perch on top of a mountain here. So many people in this were Savage in, and that's what I'm very concerned about Savage here. He has so much people surrounding him on this rotation. Yeah, he has a clean drop, but it gets off the making his way through the safe
Hij blokken.
Dat kan me niet schelen, man.
Dat kan hem niet schelen. Dat kan hem niet schelen, zeg.
We zeggen dat ik hem remove.
Ja, je remove.
Je praat van één te zeggen dat hij het een keer echt doet, jongen.
We zeggen dat ik dat nooit ga doen.
Je gaat dat nooit doen. Je gaat dat nooit doen, ja. Je moet dat zeggen.
Pizza goes down. Toos not going to be here either. It seems that Blueback is taking out at least one high-profile, fast momentum player.
I would say Thomas HD is in a lot better position than he was in previous matches. He has the mats, he has the launch pad, he has the firepower. So Thomas HD, I'm expecting a better finish here. Of course, representing Denmark as the most players of ever right now, rocking through, looking really solid.
It's not about the takeoff though, Sancho. The launch pad is great, the ammo is used to. It's about that landing. What you do when you actually lead, lead and land in the zone. Max rotation for Thomas HD on this one. The half and half and desperate eyes looking in the nighttime right now all around. The entire map just goes dark as Storm Surge starts. So Thomas and a bunch of people who are above will have to move, but people like Shizo, second place, they're desperate. Baiting this launch pad, it's genius, but it's this is All-Stars, baby. That low trick won't work. All good though, he moves 33 and caught on a tree too. No, now down just a sliver of HP. He's gonna go down. So close.
Kijk naar Benji tegen, als hij aan het helemaal trekken is.
Just survives that Storm Surge just a bit. Luckily he has the Chug Cannon, but that Chug Cannon is on a cooldown. Thomas HD now taking flight, flying over Shizo here. No tags on Thomas HD as they make their move. But Vino, oh no, Vino gets attacked from Shizo. You're wondering where Vino is. There he is, and Shizo, satisfied with that tag, is gonna move on through and make his way into the safe zone. Tayson picking up Hadi in the feed. Savage right in front of Shizo. Savage could go ahead and pick up this elimination. Deceptos did get an Elim on this rotation. He's just right above Shizo here as the lead is lighting up right now, Shizo.
Second place is struggling right now and passing by the first, and boom, another pump coming down, but they're only hitting for 27s. Shizo low mats, I get it, but how is he allowed to do this? No one else is looking at him. We're punishing him for being in the open. He's going straight for Vino. He's trying to take the throne, but he's not going to be able to penetrate there just right yet through the wall. Shizo will have to move over to the left side. Oh my god, the mats are shambles, but somehow has found a way to survive all the way towards the back inside this zone. No one is here. It's a barren wasteland. Has to use his final mats to try to get in. And it's a small top corner of the box that keeps second place inside the running.
He pushed Vino to use his mats to get up away from him. Now he's down to one, desperately hitting, and Shizo finally gets found out by Noah Riley. And Noah Riley not only rewarded with those 2 Elim points, but also rewarded with that Chug Cannon. So that's going to be a great win condition for him going forward. Vino with 1 Elim. He's known to do well. Picks up some big ones on Wazy. Wazy now has to bottle up and get away from that pressure. Chapix, who we saw earlier, poke at Benji Fishing. Now
Jim.
The Frenchman with
Je is helemaal zo aan het janken, Benji Fishing.
Ja, altijd die gast.
Jullie zeggen wel dat hij aan het janken is, maar die kan jullie pakken easy.
Ja, weet ik ook, hè.
Zeg dat tegen Jim.
Ja, nee.
En zeg dat je dat van mij moet zeggen.
Hey, maar... Ja, wat moet ik zeggen?
So close towards that top 3. No teammates to worry about right now, though. No off-spawn contestants. It's about him controlling the game. There's a reason his name's popping up on every single region right now because of how good he is at maintaining control. The thing is, though,
Jim heeft me al geundempt.
he's on the left side. That zone, it's all the way towards the back. He chooses
me nog 1 keer gedempt met Jim en zo, zie wat er gebeurt. Moet er net zo wel wat slecht zijn.
Thomas HD, this man's in mid-ground Sancho, and he's looking pretty good.
Coming into the fight in 7th place, you saw Vino as well in the POV. Our first place leader still looking solid in this fight. Sapit picking up Blackie. Wakey taking out Vino. Our first place is gone as Thomas AC is on the same layer as Wakey here. He might be able to pick up this elimination, but he gets tagged for leaving that edit open here. Thomas AC is in shambles in a bit when it comes to the health-wise, and he has to work on through because that Storm's on the backside. Paco picking up Wakey in the feed here as Thomas AC has no point, but he has to go down.
Želozi guy in Storm da mislim di smurzu apa dia tu.
Ja, kijk dat.
Iemand zit zwaar op height, jongen.
Maybe have a conversation with him, keep him down below, saying, hey man, stop these retakes. At the same time though, looks like on the right side there's more players who are looking to gain and take height. Height has been the thing that's been winning these solo games.
Bro, what the fuck, wie weet er fucking crash pit onder mij, man. Fucking kutmens, man.
Oh, Tayson leeft ook nog. Als hij nu weer wint, die man is daar goed voor.
and sit like a king all the way up on height. Tayson though, meanwhile, on the peasant layers down below, it's chaos all around. You open a wall and 4 different shotguns get shot in front of you. He's looking to see what he can do next.
Kapot geloed daar, man.
There's so many mats, he's painting it in bold.
Ja, die guy is dood.
He takes a huge shot, but none of these bulls are his own.
Maar wie gooit er crashpads onder mij, man?
Ik niet, ik ben een team.
Fucking hoer, man, wie de fuck dat is.
Wat is?
These are the string of games that you need to be able to solidify yourself in a top 3 situation in terms on the leaderboard.
Ja.
Big name in the region, a DreamHack champion, now moving his way through, trying to pick up his.
We zijn van Elias, dat ze nog meer crashpatch mogen smeten. Dan moet ik een keer komen zijn, vind.
Bro, wie de fuck doet dat, man? Ik ben echt bloedserieus, G. Dat zeg jij, Joe. Je hebt fucking crashpads in je handen, man.
Nee, ik niet. Nee, kijk, ik heb een stoeltje bezig. Ik ben aan het kijken. Elias is hem dood aan het lachen, moet ik zeggen. Nee, maar nee, dat ben ik niet. Dat ben ik niet serieus. Nee.
Barely any builds. He's using the last few for the final fight. Takes one more. So damage. Boom.
Hij is nu daar aan het doen. Haha, Jim.
HP player gets taken out. A lot of mats for him to work with now. But still, Kinsell, he's on the sidelines. 6 HP. Blocked off.
Hey, Jason gaat weer winnen, hè?
Can he get 2 in a row here? It'll be against all odds right now as Andalex has the world and more on high ground. The pressure's there too. This will have to be the retake of the century. Chuck Splash Cannon in the storm. Dips back in.
Nee, is niet gewonnen. Is niet gewonnen, is tweede.
Puts the shot on it and takes away game 3.
Let's take a look how it all
Ja, dat is ook nog goed, tweede.
from the high ground. Picks up 1 E-lim and then he finally gets the last 2 there. That was huge to stop Tayson. That may have saved the tournament from Tayson because Andalex, the former FNCS champion, shows out and finally shows up. You talked about a redemption. This could be the start and the rise of Andalex flying high with Team Falcon.
Absolutely, that entire game was just a roller coaster of emotions.
Wie de fuck gooit de crashpad? Dat is één van fucking jullie, man. Ik ben bloedserieus.
Nee, ik niet, nee, ik ben serieus. Ik niet.
Bro, jullie zijn de fucking enige 2 die er zitten, man.
Ja, nee, maar nee, ik ben er niet.
Dat is deze hoerenkind hier. Verrekte hoer. Doet gij.
The pressure is rising. Game 3 in the books. Let's take it to the analyst desk. Zeke, Reese, and Levin.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Games. I mean, this is pretty good. So Andalex, I like what Sancho said there, just kind of holding off Tayson for a little while, okay? Andalex doing his best job. I believe I only saw the 2 eliminations, and that worries me, friends, because yes, the eliminations and the victory route are great, but you really need to get more than just a handful. 2 or 3 is really not enough. But Levin, once again, Tayson, I mean, this guy, you top 5, made top 5 in FNCS Invitational and solos. Once again, back at it. He was your prediction, and right now, he is holding on to that #1 spot. Had he gotten the victory out, those extra little points might have been helpful, but honestly, Levin, coming up and making it all the way into 2nd place, he's already won. That's a victory in itself.
Well, look, you know, you're sitting there above. You can't, you know, be too safe.
Waarom heb je hem eigenlijk gemute moeten
Three
zeggen?
eliminations in the 2nd place isn't too bad, especially coming off the 1st place with 4 eliminations. And Alex did actually have 3 eliminations, Zeke. So he's sitting there in 11th, just outside the top 10 now. That's a nice game for him to start to get back involved in the action. And honestly, look, that was a nice finish. You know, the casters had me on edge there because they were making me believe that Tayson could have that comeback of a century, but it did end up going to
Bro, kankerhoer, jongen.
And it's good to see him finally getting involved, Reese.
It's good to see him finally getting involved, and in all honesty, this kind of reminds me of his last season too, where they had a really bad first day in trios, and then the second day they came back up. But oh, look, we have to talk about that clip by Noah Riley right there. Ulrich, someone I know on Twitter tweeted that
heel tegen beeld staan, zei hij.
Noah Riley treatment, and that is exactly what just happened. Absolutely beautiful box by him. And again, this is Thomas HD. Remember, he was 3rd coming into this game, but just was not able to put it together, having such poor rotations earlier on, coming into 5th zone, just didn't have anything to work with.
Gaat naar fucking beeld, man.
Yeah, this is, you know, I talked about the
Ik ben bloedserieus, Elias gaat naar fucking beeld.
But you're seeing now, you know, even with the storm, you know,
gaan we nog wat potjes spelen of niet?
Stay consistent. And Tayson is really showing up.
Wil je hem gewoon in muten, Jim?
He's just gonna hit you shots. He is gonna get their limbs.
Nee, zeg nee.
To be honest, there wasn't really much he could do here against Anderlecht and Anderlecht's position here with so much help.
Gaat mijn beeld.
Materials. It was just a matter of how long he could stay up for. Honestly though,
Ik ga een keer potjes spelen, wacht. Hoppa. Wil je naar lobby komen voor potje of niet, Jim? Oh nee.
Ik ga wel
nee,
liegen, ik zweer het.